What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kirk Ray Smith. Y'all know what it is. So excited about this February's episode of the I Am with Kirk Ray Smith podcast. What's good, everybody? Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We had quite a few listeners and viewers for last month's episode. For January was our first one of the year, obviously, because we do one podcast episode per month. Unless there's something else that comes up, we want to jump in there and do a couple more. But yeah, man, it was good, man. I appreciate everybody reaching out all the love, man. Thank you so much. As you guys know, we are 100% independent. This podcast is sponsored by yours truly and my businesses. That's how it works. That being said, definitely open to anyone that wants to contribute and jump in and help us do what we do. You know what I mean? So try to keep it positive. You know what I mean? And keep it a buck, keep it a bean at all times. That's the name of the game, man. And so, Dolo today, no guests. But definitely a lot of good guests lined up for the year. So I'm excited about that. But what I want to do, I want to get to it, man. I want to get straight to it. So don't want to waste your time. But I do want to let you know wherever you get your podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you may locate your podcast, you will find the I Am with Kirk Ray Smith podcast. Show me some love. Jump on the website, IamKirkRaySmith.com. I want to leave some really good, positive comments, info on there for booking. I do have a mini tour coming up real soon, so I'm super excited about that. Ready to get back out there and do what I do and have a little fun, man. Enlighten, entertain, and have a good time. So I want to get to it. So, man, it's true that success is not guaranteed, and that's just a fact. It's not always guaranteed. And I can't guarantee anyone any type of success, but I can certainly guarantee failure. Failure can be guaranteed, and let me explain. So we all have to find a way, individually, collectively, to get out of this business of trying to get everybody on board, get everybody behind our visions, behind our dreams, make everybody happy and all that. You gotta get out of that business, man. I mean, you're gonna fail at it every single time. You gotta get out of this business of trying to persuade and convince people to get behind what you believe in, what you believe is in your heart. And although I am not religious, I'm spiritual, not the same. Have a tremendous love for God, love for Jesus Christ, personal walk with God that I'm happy and excited about, and for the last, since I was early 20s, you know what I mean? So I'm proud of that, and God has been good to me. And I got this philosophy where I keep it G. What I mean by that is I'm gonna try to glorify God with my lifestyle. I have a lot of imperfections, a lot of things I need to work on, a lot of shortcomings, proclivities, weaknesses, you name it. I'm a human. The human experience is difficult, it's tough. But I know for me, without God in my life, it would be impossible to get through the things that I've been through, the things I've faced and had to overcome to even be where I am now. Me even sitting here right now is a success and a tremendous accomplishment in and of itself. You know what I mean? So that's for me. I want to make sure anything I do, I bring some kind of glory to God in some form or fashion. Second, so now G for me is G-I-I. All right, so that's the G. The first I is I want to make an impact. I want my life and everything about me to be about a positive impact. I want to try to make a positive impact on people's lives. That being said, I accept the fact that not everybody's going to embrace or accept or love Kirk Ray Smith or get with Kirk Ray Smith or F with Kirk Ray Smith. I'm good with that, you know what I mean? But I do want to make a positive impact nonetheless. And then the second and last I is income. Man, I want to make an income, man. I want to monetize myself. I want to monetize my actions. I want to monetize my time. And so if it don't glorify God, if I can't make an impact, and if I can't make an income, I am not interested. All right, so I'm not wasting my time. All right, so that being said, I have no interest in trying to convince people to get behind or support what it is that I'm doing. I'm going to do what I believe is in my heart, and I know how to make myself a committee of one. Me sitting here right now, solo dolo. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's nice when people behind you and support you and cheer you on. That's great. But those are not deal breakers. Those are not germane. Though that's not critical to my success. What's critical to my success is my belief in my own heart, my commitment to the hard work, the effort, the lonely days, doing the stuff behind the scenes that people don't see. I'm committed to that. You know what I mean? My commitment to God and his plan and his purpose for my life. I do believe that the universe has a way of colluding and coming together to help us be successful. Once we realize and embrace our purpose, the universe will help us. I believe that. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want, but what you won't call me is a quitter. You know what I mean? And so I believe that. And so that's where our focus should be. We got to find a way to stop looking for people to support us, loved ones, family members, friends, associates, coworkers, whomever. Man, you got to believe in your own heart. And that's all it takes. Don't you know 3 people, man, could run a country? You know what I mean? If you get 3 people to rock with you, I mean, you can run an entire country. You know, what it comes down to is how committed you are, and do you really believe what it is that you said you need to do? A lot of people talk, man. A lot of people out there talking about what they're supposed to be doing. They're talking about their dreams, their visions, and what they want to accomplish, man. And so we got a lot of talkers, man. The problem is we have a tremendous shortage of doers, man. So people like to talk, but they don't like to do. They like to get out there and talk about what they want to do and what they want to accomplish, but they don't have the wherewithal. They don't have the drive, the determination, the grit, the tenacity to get it done, but it's easy to talk. So people who sit around and have dreams and talk about all these things they want to accomplish and never really take action and take real steps towards accomplishing it, they're just great storytellers. They're not visionaries. You know, they're just great storytellers. But visionaries are different. Visionaries, they see something, they envision something, and they get to work on making it happen, man. You know, damn the torpedoes, we're gonna take this mountain. You know what I mean? And that's a single digit percentage of people. And that's a fact. And it's been that way throughout the history of man, is that you're gonna get a small percentage of people who really are visionaries, who's really gonna go after it, no holds bar. They're gonna go after it and make it happen. And that's a short list. Okay, fine, accept that. Also, there's a larger list of people who won't get behind what it is you're trying to do. Most people, again, you've heard me say this over and over and over. Most people are interested in how you are and not who you are. It's not the same. How you are is what you do for them, what you provide for them, what can they get from you, what is it, how do they benefit by being associated with you? So whether it's sex, your body, your money, your affluence, your influence, your friends, your associates, your environments, the fact that you might be the boss or decision maker, shot call, whatever it is, man, that's what they're interested in, is what you represent. They're attracted to what you are. They get their way. They can do whatever they want to. You keep forgiving them over and over and over. You let them treat you any kind of way, and you don't get upset, and you just let it go and go and go. So see, they're into how you are, but not who you are. Because if they were into who you are, that would require much more of them other than being takers. Now they have to sacrifice. Now they have to delay their own gratification. Now they're going to have to allow things to happen with you that are uncomfortable, that don't necessarily benefit their particular agenda. See, most people ain't like that, folks. Most people just want what it is that you have to offer. And as soon as you can no longer offer what it is that they're looking for, they're gone, man. That's just how it is. I don't care how religious they say they are, how sweet. Man, listen, it could be your spouse, boyfriends, girlfriend. It don't matter, man. People by nature are, for the most part, users, man. Just accept that. That's just the reality. Okay, so now that you know, now the next question is, how do you navigate through that? And it starts with you as an individual and what you believe in your heart and what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Because there are going to be times when nobody's around. There's going to be times when people don't believe in what it is that you're trying to do. They're not going to get with what it is that you're trying to do. They have no interest in what it is that you're trying to do because there's no benefit for them. And you're going to be alone. And you got to make a decision on what you're going to do. When you sit at the edge of your bed at night, how did you feel about that day? Part of that is stop trying to please everybody and make everybody happy. You are going to fail at that. There's no shot at success at pleasing everybody. You are going to fail. There are going to be people who are disappointed. There are going to be people who are going to be unhappy. But see, and listen, there's going to be times when you and I are going to be unhappy. But I learned this a long time ago. I have no interest in trying to be happy all the time. What I want above happiness is satisfaction. What you talking about, Willis? Isn't satisfaction happiness? No. Satisfaction oftentimes means that you're satisfied that you did the right thing. That in your heart, you know you did the right thing. You're comfortable about the decision you made, the words you spoke, whatever it is, people you cut off, people you walked away from, or whatever the sacrifice, whatever the cost is for your own truth. And see, sometimes when you choose satisfaction, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. There's going to be people around you that might not be happy. But you have to pursue when you wake up, which is the one and only most important miracle is waking up. So when you're vertical, you got your miracle for the day. The rest of it comes down to you being able to find where the gold is, where the opportunity is. But I digress. You want to be able to sit down at night and you want to know that I did the best that I could today. And although I didn't get all the outcomes and things didn't go the way I expected, the way that I wanted, I'm satisfied with my performance. I'm satisfied with who I am. I may not like my station in life. I may not like my relationship, my financial situation, career situation, whatever it is. But what I do have control over is my decision making and the condition of my heart and what drives me. And if I'm good with that at the end of the day, that's a good day because I'm satisfied. Yeah, who doesn't want to be happy? Nobody wants to be miserable, but you can't spend every waking hour and all your energy on trying to be happy. Man, try to be satisfied because that's what's going to keep you when it's all said and done. First of all, none of us are getting out of here alive. Every last one of us will be gone someday. And God willing, for everybody, when it's time to go, you'll be ready, you'll be comfortable, you're ready for eternity, and you can go away peacefully. And when that time comes, nobody can help you at that point, man. It's about to be you and God, B. And you want to be satisfied with how you lived your life and you did the best that you could. Listen, stop allowing the past to punish you over and over and over again. Everything ain't about punishment. At some point, you got to move away from being punished to being driven by purpose. You know what I mean? There's some things that happen to you ain't about punishing you. It's about your purpose. You know, I don't think God has time, and nor is he interested in spending every waking hour punishing people for all the bad stuff they do. What he's interested in is the position of your heart, the intent of your heart. What he's interested in is how committed are you to fulfilling your purpose and doing what it is that you want to do and being unapologetic about it. And being apologetic is not going around saying sorry. Being apologetic is your behavior. Dimming down for people. You know, becoming subservient and underneath and let people keep their foot on your neck and you acting like less than you are to keep them satisfied, setting yourself on fire to keep other people warm, putting yourself in positions where you almost subjugate yourself. You abdicate your own throne, your own power, your own individualism, and you take that and you ball it up or wrap it up for the sake of other people, and you can't do that. You can't keep delaying your dreams and your visions and things that you want to do on the account of other people. You can't keep holding yourself back and stand in the condition that you're in because you're worried about how it might impact other people. Let me ask you a question. Honestly, obviously you can't answer the question because I can't hear you because this is a podcast and it's recorded. It's not like a live call-in show. But let me ask you this question. How many people do you think go home from work or wherever it is every day worried about you? How many people you think lose sleep over whether you're okay or not? Man, you can drop dead right now. People walk right over your body, and take the cameras out. This is a dog eat dog world, period. Fine. So if no one is out there really doing that for you, why do you keep doing it for other people? Look, I got 3 sons. My oldest son is 31. My youngest is 26. All right? Love them with everything I got. Love my boys without question. You know what I mean? But they're their own men. They're going to do whatever they want to do. There's periods in their lives we don't even talk. They are living their own lives. Girlfriends, wives, whatever, doing their thing, living their life, man. They're not focused on me. Don't you know when you raise kids, you understand that those jokers one day ain't gonna want nothing to do with you. They're gonna slam their doors, keep the, stay in their rooms, hang out with their friends, ain't gonna want to be underneath it, ain't gonna want to sit in the living room with you. They don't even want to hug you. Listen, and I get it, and you should raise your kids and give them the best home possible. But understand that they are not your legacy. They're their own individuals. They're gonna go out and do whatever it is they decide to do with their lives. So your whole life and the sum of who you are can never be about your children. As noble as it sounds, and sweet and affectionate and loving as it sounds, it can't be true. You can't make the sum of who you are your children, or anybody else for that matter, not even your spouse. It's good if you got a spouse or a longtime boyfriend, girlfriend, great. Have fun, swing on the ceiling fans, man, do whatever you got to do. But that person cannot and will never be able to make you completely happy. They will not be able to meet every single one of your needs. It is not humanly possible to do that. No one human being can meet all of your needs, and your happiness has to be something that starts on the inside. And when you do that, then you give everything around you permission to contribute to that happiness. But you can't put that burden on anybody. Do you realize that your body is designed to heal itself? You have organs set up to prioritize healing and activity of white blood cells to protect you from sicknesses and diseases. You have a whole system God gave you in your body to protect yourself from outside forces and different things. Your body would even protect itself from itself. That's how it's set up. So like your body internally, you should be the same way externally. Protect yourself. Learn how to be more self-contained and self-sufficient. Learn how to enjoy the pleasure of your own company. Some people cannot be alone for 2 weeks. Some people need people around them all the time. But you got to find a way to get control over yourself and all your instincts that causes so much problems. This world tells you that you need things to survive that you really don't. This world tells you you can't go without certain things that you really can. That's how the world is set up. And for some reason, the prevailing message is what you can't do. And then you get people promising you, telling you what you can do, but they're not really committed to you, man. They just committed to the popularity and how cool their inspirational words sound. No, man. No, you got to be self-contained. And you got to learn how to love and appreciate and understand who you are first and foremost. It is an art. It is a science. It is a practice. It is something you have to continue to work at and build at. But once you get to that point, and you will know when you get there, where you are just, again, shoulder square, back straight, chest out, you know what I mean? Head nod straight to the front. Moving forward in your journey and your purpose. And you are assured of, you might not know what's going to happen. You might not know how it's going to happen. But you know who it's going to happen to, and that's you. You know who it's going to happen for, and that's you and God. You know what I mean? So I don't know all the details, but what I do know, you know what I mean, that I'm on my purpose. I'm on assignment. I'm on an eternal agenda. I'm doing something that's bigger than what I can see right now. My purpose is greater than my momentary circumstance. And that I have control over my environment. I have control over who and what is around me. I have control over what I pursue and don't pursue. I got control over my decisions. And you got to learn that. And once you do that, now you become more self-assured. Don't you know that absolute, without question, undisputed, unequivocal, most dangerous person walking the earth is the person that doesn't need anybody. That's a dangerous individual whose happiness is not predicated on another human being, whose livelihood is not predicated on another human being, whose satisfaction is not predicated on another human being, whose purpose is not predicated on another human being. And whether they have a good day or bad day, it's all the same. That is a dangerous person because they're not controlled or influenced by these losers out here who are filling us with a bunch of crap. There's no lyrics. There's nothing I can listen to that's going to make me do anything. There's nothing you can say to me. There's no twerking you can twerk. There's no promises you can make. There's nothing you can offer me to control me, Do you understand? If it can control you, it can kill you. Anything that can control you will certainly kill you or hurt you real bad, or both. So you can't let anything outside of yourself and your God control you. Not your body, your desires, your money, your job, your husband, your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, son, daughter, aunt, uncle, whoever, cousin, best friend, boss, whoever, car. Let nothing control you, because if it can control you, man, it can take you out. So people who walk like that with that confidence, we be called arrogant and cocky and all this other stuff and out of control, in which the last part is true. We are out of control, out of your control, out of the control of another human. Do the right thing, look out for people, care for people, be supportive, all that other stuff. Absolutely. Reciprocity is important. Pay it forward. All those things are great. But at the same time, let it be known, you're not going to control me. You're not going to dictate to me. Do you understand that no matter what threat, no matter what you say to me, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not going to run home and be scared of you. I'm not going to lose sleep over what you think or how you feel. I'm not doing that. You can't walk in my office and say it's my last day and somehow my life is over and upside down and I'm done. Do you understand how important it is that you create multiple income streams? We're going to do a podcast on that one day. We're going to break that down in more detail. But set yourself up with multiple income streams. Don't let no one entity pay. You want to have deposits from all types of places going into your accounts, plural, every month. You know what I mean? Like you don't, man, listen. A lot of people talk about this stuff, but only a few people do it. When you see stuff on Instagram and TikTok and wherever else, and they're promising, anybody can do it. Give us a call and we can show you how you can do this without this. You can have all of this with bad credit. You can get this and with no money, and you can have this with no skills. First of all, anytime somebody says that everybody can do it, run the other way. Anytime somebody says anybody can do it, run the other way. Anytime somebody tells you something with no prerequisites, no requirement, no training, no skill, no development, run. Go the other way. When you see everybody going to the left, you go to the right, bro. It's that simple. When everybody else is scared, you stand up. And see, only a few people operate like that, and that's who got all the power. Most of us, we run to what's easy, and we want what's simple, man. We want the easy way out. This is the way we was raised. This is the way it always is. This is the way it's always going to be, and you just accept it. Some of y'all are sitting on your jobs in these places, and you're extremely unhappy. Yeah, you might be making good money or whatever, man, but it ain't about money. It's about purpose, man. Man, when you roll in your purpose, man, you're going to have more money than you need, bro. When you operate in your purpose, man, money ain't a thing. Money is not hard for God. That is not something difficult. That's easy. That's not, man, get in your purpose. You know what I mean? And that's where your success lies. Not sitting in somebody's cubicle or somebody's office or whatever. And you got a lot of people, man, who's stuck on jobs with these golden handcuffs, man. They're paying you such good money, you're scared to do anything. You won't speak up, you won't say a word because you're stuck and you're scared. And you got people like that. Same thing in relationships. You're afraid of that person. You're afraid of what they might do or afraid they might leave you or whatever. You got to get out of that business. You can't live afraid. You can't live scared. That's not how it works. Keep it G. You know what I mean? Keep it G at all times, man. Find a way to glorify your higher power. Find a way to live a life where you know you're making an impact. And then lastly, make some money. Make an income. Make some money. Make money. And this, as we get close to the end, we only gonna go for about a half hour today. You know what I mean? Y'all good after this. We ain't got to go all day. And plus, I'm dolo anyway. But you got this thing, man, where, again, I get it. We all got to make money. It's important to monetize, man, but that can't be the driving force behind you. It's how much money can you make, man? Money will come. That can't be the thing that drives all your decision making. You know, that's a part of it, and certainly we need it. And the thing is, one of the problems that we have, and here's how you know a person that's not equipped or ready for success, because every time something good happens to them, they got to show everybody. You know, they got to put it on social media. I got a new car, a new house. I'm in the gym now. Boom. You know, look at my body, whatever. Now, that's not how successful people, most successful people you never see, first of all. The most successful people rarely post their successes. Now, other people might post their successes, but the most successful people, they really don't talk about it a lot. And that's actually very wise. You don't want to show all your possessions and all your jewelry and whatever it is you're into. It's not for public consumption, man. If you know, you know. People who know. If you're doing well, that's what you want to do. But I can tell you right now, the fastest way to lose what you got is showing others what you got, man. The quickest way to lose it is to keep showing it. I don't want to hear this stuff. Oh, people can get inspired by my success. Man, that's baloney. That's crap, man. Most people show off. They ain't trying to inspire nobody. They're just trying to inspire likes and, you know, to be embraced. Again, I'm not saying it's wrong that if some good stuff happened to you, to let people know about it. Heck, it's not enough good news on social media or what have you. But what I am saying, do it in moderation. And you don't have to announce every good thing that happens to you. You know, you don't have to say it, just be it. You know what I'm saying? Don't show it, just go it. You know what I mean? I don't have to make it known, I just make it happen. You know what I mean? It is what it is. If you got a question, ask me. You know, that's how I get down. You know what I mean? And no one should know everything you have. They shouldn't know all the extent of your possessions. No one should know that. No one should have the combination and the keys to your safe. You know what I mean? Figuratively. You know, nobody should know where the kingdom is, where they don't need to know where you know what I'm saying? Where your headquarters is located. No, that's off the grid, baby. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. You know, every time you're in a new relationship, everybody got to know about it, man. Listen, people can't destroy what they don't know about. If you keep it private, it's going to last longer. It's going to be better. But the more you show, the more people are going to want to take away from you. So look, man, we're going to wrap it up. Like I said, keep it G, man. You know what I mean? Keep it G. I need to, again, man, share the podcast across, again, if it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, whatever. Let people know about it. I'm 100% independent, so I need your support. You know what I mean? To keep it going. So just keep, because I got rent, I got bills to pay, you know, for these offices and stuff that I do. So whatever, you know what I mean? Reach out, show me some love. I mean, I'm good with that. But also, again, how you really help me is by liking the podcast, following the podcast, and letting other people know about it, that they got to lock in with their boy, Kirk Ray Smith. I am with Kirk Ray Smith podcast. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's inspire. Let's encourage. Let's inform. And let's do some good things, man. So make today amazing. Make tomorrow even better. One.